if we look at the borders of India, we will realize that the only country that was friendly to India and that was open and welcoming was Bangladesh. The situation in that country has changed. It is very unfortunate for India, of course, and for the world, the democratic world, because first of all, I feel leaders who get elected through the democratic process of voting should realize that the vote works as a pressure valve. Like you have this pressure valve in pressure cookers which blow out if there is excess pressure in the cooker and do not damage the cooker. Similarly, in a democracy, the vote actually allows people, the citizens, to vent their ire, vent their anger, and it allows people to calm down. So messing with the voting system may not have proved very beneficial for many leaders, and the latest victim of that kind of a mindset, I think, has been Sheikh Hasina of Bangladesh, whose recent election across the world was not acceptable, like Maduro of Venezuela is going through now. So India has had a big responsibility for the well-being of Bangladeshis, not for a particular party or for a particular leader, but for the people. My personal feeling is that somehow we have mismanaged our foreign relations, our neighborly relations, by which today, whether it is Nepal, whether it is Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Maldives, forget Pakistan and China, but all the other countries today stand inimical to us. And even today, we are supporting the military junta in Burma, but it is quite possible that in a year or 6 months or 2 years or 3 years, this junta also will be thrown out. And if the Burmese people come back with a democratic setup, India, unfortunately, could be perceived, there is a possibility, India could be perceived as a inimical nation that did not help the people but stood with the junta. So these small mistakes, which seem small now, are proving very damaging in the long run. Our country has to be very, I am not a foreign policy expert, so I have very little first-hand knowledge, but as an observer, as a journalist, and what I see, what I have seen in my political life, India has to do a tightrope walking in its neighborhood if it wants to be acknowledged as a friendly country by all the neighbors. Bangladesh was created by India. Many people from within India had opposed the creation of Bangladesh and had actually staged demonstrations because the US at that time did not want Pakistan to be bifurcated, and the stooges of the US in the past had opposed the creation of Bangladesh. But the creation of Bangladesh was a good thing for India because security-wise it helped India to not to divert its forces all across the border. Today, unfortunately, the situation has become very complex. It would not be wise to predict what will happen, but we can only pray that soon there should be peace and harmony in Bangladesh. All communities should live together. There should be no communal violence, one religion against the other, majority against minorities, and there should also be assistance from the neighbors. Countries like India should help Bangladesh restore balance in whatever way they want, through medical help, through other economic assistance, whatever they desire. And we have to play our cards very well, and I'm sure the government of India, with all its knowledge and backup, is doing its best So this is a time when India has to stand with Bangladesh.